It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, it's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over and over. And Robert Williams, someone will be watching tonight, Shaq. He plays with an edge in everything he does.
Yeah, physical, intimidating.
Does he make a face like the face you're making
No,
right now when you're talking about it?
Physical, intimidating, the rebounding and shot blocking are already there.
Well, he's evolving offensively. That's what I do like about him as well. He wasn't a five-star recruit where everybody was knocking down his door to get into his house, but he said, I'm going to put that work in, and he did. But everyone knows his name now.
Yeah, now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan. Everybody knows his name, too.
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. You take a look at the Celtics. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
Yeah, well, you got to like what they've been showing here of late. Very solid basketball they're playing across the board, and you can point to a lot of different areas where they have been excellent.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Sexton. And it's Osman in at the 3 spot. And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, you know, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe it. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
What an interesting evolution for the Celtics last year at the point guard position. Of course, they trade Brooklyn's unprotected #1 pick for Kyrie Irving. Then Irving goes down, and you think, okay, they have to go into the playoffs without that veteran closer.
Good on the second free throw. One thing we know about the Kyrie injury, they discovered a potential star in guard Terry Rozier.
Well, I think the Celtics knew what they had in Terry Rozier. This is the guy many in the organization wanted to draft in that draft class. And I believe Terry Rozier is a starting point guard in the league, and he certainly proved just that.
6 to shoot. The three. They get it back. Good work defensively by Horford.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
From the arc, Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Now here is Irving against New Orleans, who is really on his game. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Drains the three-pointer.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. Pass to Clarkson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's Osman missing.
Well, they're simply having trouble getting their legs underneath them, right? They're just 1 for 5 to start things off.
Morris lays it up and banks it in.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris, adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
The drive by Love. Over Morris. And it comes off the front of the rim. Boston leading by 3. Tatum passes to Irving. Over Sexton. Irving can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
For Cleveland, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Sexton kicks to Osman. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the middle. And the dunk by Love.
Every time you put Kevin Love in a screen and roll situation, he's so smart at making the right decision.
Outside Irving. There's the pass to Tatum. Low block shot on the way, and that's good for 2. Tatum's got 5.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lets a floater go. He lays it in.
Well, just gets into the thick of the defense and makes a terrific play. Go ahead, Jordan Clarkson.
Irving kicks to Brown. Oh, Tatum in position. And Sexton has it in the corner. Sinks the triple. He's got 6.
You know, the timing, the rhythm. I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Irving finds Morris. Tatum with it. To the paint. Here's Brown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
Sexton with it. He has 6. They double him with Horford. Here's Thompson. And the shot no good, a bit short. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance. That gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
The other thing it does, Greg, it opens up the floor, right? The other team had zero answer for their outside shooting in that one.
Here's Sexton after the basket by Boston. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. By this point in the season, Doris, certain teams have been hit hard by the injury bug, and the truth is the next man up, the next player up, can be easier said than done.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Kevin. Sometimes it's not necessarily when the injury happens, it's who has the injury hit. So a all-star level player, an MVP caliber player, can't necessarily be replaced one for one. So sometimes you've got to make some schematic adjustments, and sometimes you've got to rely on the whole to pick up the one big star that's gone down.
I always thought two characters really revealed when you start losing a couple players to injury.
No doubt, Kevin.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Osman. To the inside. Rebound, Boston.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the middle and stolen by Horford. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Pass to Brown. Now Morris. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Irving, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Is on Colin Sexton.
Well, this is what makes Kyrie such a difficult check, right? He's so skilled at drawing fouls because he's so crafty with the ball and so fast.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
You know what's interesting is so many people wondered how Kyrie Irving would fit with the Boston Celtics. Well, the answer was pretty perfectly. He steps right into the system and has to carry the team, and the team flourishes with him at the head.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Hayward comes in for Morris, and Smart subbed in for Brown. Both free throws good for Irving. Well, Doris, it's rare to see a star player like Irving transition so smoothly onto a new team.
Well, agreed, Kevin. It wasn't just a new team. This was an established new team. But credit both Kyrie and the Celtics for coming to grips with how he fit.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers head coach and I got a chance to talk. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays. Whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks very much, David. They recognize how difficult it is to face an offensive-minded team like this one.
They pose a lot of challenges for sure, mainly because teams have put so much effort into defending them.
Well, I think it's more mental effort than anything else, Greg. It takes great awareness to be effective defensively against them. You can't get lost, and you always have to be in the right position.
Here's Horford, out to Hayward, fires from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Outside Knight. Passes it to Henson. Just 5 on the clock. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Well, the league taking steps, Doris, to reform the draft lottery, flattening out the odds, doing a variety of things just to analyze the way it works, the mechanics. Do you think the change will be enough?
Well, again, I think this goes back to the leadership at the top of the NBA, and the right man is in charge in Adam Silver. And this is typical to Adam Silver. Everything happens with a very measured approach in terms of reform. You do a little bit, and then you evaluate. But I think Adam has made it clear that the change they made to the draft lottery was nothing more than a first step. Now, where do we go from here? That remains to be seen.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Hayward looking around. Now the pass to Rozier. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Up top, Knight. Rozier defending. And stolen by Hayward. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Now, how about Gordon Hayward poking that one away and getting his teammate an easy opportunity?
Clarkson against Smart. Clarkson dishes to Knight. Over Rozier. A nice shot by Knight. Here's Rozier. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Guard Terry Rozier, a fantastic spark plug off the bench for this team, Doris.
But the reality to me is Terry Rozier is a good enough player to be a starter in the NBA, but that ability to create instant offense, really special.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers last year won by virtue of their offense. There were times when they're making that three-point shot that they simply could overwhelm people. And let's remember, they had LeBron James on their roster as well. And when you've got LeBron, you've got a chance.
So he gets them both. And with the Cavs and their offense last year, Doris, they would attack from outside.
Well, you think back, LeBron would attract so much attention that shooters would get all the space necessary to knock down shots. It's why the team was 4th in the NBA in percentage of shots attempted beyond the arc. When you live by the three, you die by the three. But more often than not, it has worked out well for the Cavs.
Now, here's Knight. And right now, he's averaging about 7 points a game. They get the rebound.
Boy, a kick-out's probably a better option when the defense is swarming around like that.
Knight against Rozier. In the corner, it's Hayward. The baseline J. Good. He hits the jump shot. Hayward's got his second basket of the night.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Knight passes to Clarkson. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, pick your poison. Jordan Clarkson is proficient in the pick and roll game, and he's basically saying, what do you want to give me? I'm going to take advantage.
Rozier kicks to Tice. Outside, Smart. Shoots over Clarkson, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
Here's Knight. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Clock at 6. Knight kicks to Henson. And the shot goes in. Henson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that shows a sign of maturity, guys. Everyone expecting Knight to try and score it. Instead, he finds the open man.
Rozier, the pass to Tice. Back to Rozier. Knocked away. And powered down the champ.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
And the Cavaliers with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. A nice shot by Knight. .35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Rozier against Knight. Now, here's Rozier. D right on him. Baines. And Henson sends it back.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Clarkson kicks to Henson. Nance passes to Henson. He feeds it to Knight. Outside, Smart. Shoots over Clarkson. No good from 11 feet. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Celtics lead by 11. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Yep, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
In that opening quarter, I don't know that you could ask for much more.
They've been simply outstanding, Greg, and let's see if they can build off this early lead.
We've got Aaron Baines. Rozier's out there with Smart. And it's Hayward. And it's Tice in at the power forward position. That's the Boston 5. Here's Zizic. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Tice. A shot by Hayward. Wide open. On the 3 off target.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3 just slips away.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. Poke loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
And now a moment to see the stats for Gordon Hayward. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's right around 13 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
Now, here is Knight. Over Hayward. Here's Zizic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Zizic has got his first 2 points.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, you realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you. Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Now, here is Knight. After Colin Sexton's miss. Knight into the lane. Hayward outside. Smart wide open. He fires. Buries it from 3-point range. Smart's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 17. Pass to Zizic. To the inside. And there's Knight. That's good on the assist by Sexton. That's now 8 points for Brandon Knight. Rozier the pass to Baines. Here's Tice. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now here's Hayward. Shot clock at 5. That one a little long. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Knight. Again, the Cavaliers score. And no doubt Brad Stevens, one of the most respected young coaches in the NBA. Doris, he doesn't try to coach around foul trouble.
You know what I love about Brad Stevens is he's always trying to question the norm, meaning he doesn't want to do something simply because that's the way it's always been done. So just because a guy has 2 fouls doesn't mean he automatically takes them out. I like that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. A switch here also for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Jetty Osman. Celtics leading by 13. Irving surveying the floor. Oh, Moore is in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Knight. 10 points for him. Back to Chris. Love finds Knight. Shoots over Brown. Misses off the left iron. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Tatum against Love. Pass to Morris. Back to Brown. Goes up at the stripe. Rebound Love.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Now Knight. Back to Love. Passes it to Zizic. Tatum against Knight. No good from 18.
And defensively moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
A finish. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Guys, just pure strength from Kevin Love. The defense just not good enough.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland.
You know, guys, when you think of Al Horford, he is the prototypical big for what the Boston Celtics hope to do. This guy is very switchable on the defensive end. He can also make three-point shots at a high percentage, which is critical to the spacing they hope to achieve offensively.
Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here is Knight. The tray. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. And for Horford, he's always been a plus defender throughout his career.
He has, Kevin, and I don't necessarily think that it translates to statistics. However, Al Horford is critical to what they do on the defensive end.
Now here's Horford. 20 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And don't let his defensive work get passed over. With all his steals, he was just as valuable on D as he was at the other end. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Knight against Brown. Knight dishes to Thompson. Back to Knight. Jacks up a 3. Goes back up, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, how about the anticipation from Al Horford? Perfectly times the release, sends it back.
Tatum's shot is off.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Celtics. Kicks it to Horford. Over in the corner, Brown. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And Kevin, Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
Knight wide open. Again, the miss by Knight.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
And here they go. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 8.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Nance comes in for Chris, and it's Clarkson in for Knight. To the paint, here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now, here's Sexton. 23 points his last outing. And now Horford pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Sexton with it. He's covered by Irving. Sexton with it. 8 points for him. With the teardrop, up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
You know, Crafty just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. He kicks to Horford. Shoots from the elbow. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And not too long ago, Doris, the Celtics put up the most shots in the league 2 years in a row. But last season, they were 25th in that category.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They became a different type of team 1 year ago. There was more movement, more sharing of the basketball. They went deeper into the shot clock on almost every possession. And that made it harder for defenses to key in on any one individual.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Henson's checked in and stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Irving. From downtown, here's Nance. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Don't you love guys who are willing to do the dirty work? Larry Nance's activity making him a factor on the rebounding aspect.
Now, here's Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Here's Horford. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Henson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
And Al Horford drops them both.
Well, there's so much to like about Al Horford's game, right? He's a superb shooter. He's an excellent passer, very high basketball IQ. What's not to like, Kevin?
14 feet away. Rebound, Boston. Horford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. In the corner, Smart with it. The pass to Horford. Nance against Hayward. Nance with some nice D.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Irving. 4th in scoring, 8th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Here's Osman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Henson on the money with the shot from the left block.
Well, second chance points can come from extreme effort on the offensive glass. Case in point there.
Here's Smart. He's got 10. 1:31 left to play in the first half. On its way from Irving for 2. Boston again missing. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Pass to Sexton. Back to Osman. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Now here's Clarkson. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
Boston making some changes. Daniel Tice comes in for Al Horford. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Now Rozier. 6 points for him. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Sexton kicks to Henson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's his first foul. Here's Clarkson. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, very difficult to guard the floater. Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
Pass to Baines. Here's Tice, defended by Henson. Tice passes to Smart. Offline with his 3. Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Clarkson kicks to Osman. And again, it's Cleveland. 9 seconds left in the first half. And here is Rozier. Over Sexton. Oh, a monumental buzzer beater!
What a thrilling shot for one team and a heartbreaker for the other.
Oh, that's the type of clutch player he sees himself as. Boy, can he deliver.
And so it's Boston, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front at the half is Boston. They have a 13-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere? Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Welcome back to Boston, the buildings of the financial district visible in all their glory. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, Brandon Knight getting it done today.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Celtics leading by 13, getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Larry Drew. The forwards are Osman and Love. Clarkson is out there with Sexton, and it's Thompson in at the center position. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, of course, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Here's Sexton after the basket by Boston. Here's Love. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Love's got 9.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Irving finds Horford. Now Morris. Tatum on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
And he makes the first. And when you talk about someone being thrown into the fire, Tatum called on early by the Celtics his rookie year.
That's right. With the injury to Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum was placed into a very prominent role. And how impressive was he with the poise and the polish throughout the year? Really incredible.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, the former number 3 pick in the 2017 draft, Jason Tatum has been nothing short of amazing as a young gun in this league. What a star on the rise.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 9. Sexton with it. Inside. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Sexton.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he is still adding to that arsenal.
Irving passes to Tatum. And the wide open shot from Morris misses the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Osman kicks to Clarkson. Takes a three. Doesn't go for it. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. To the middle. It's deflected. Stolen by Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Boston.
And we can see pretty even there between the guards and the bigs. That kind of balanced production has what's helped them craft this huge lead.
Irving dishes to Brown. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Osman. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Horford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Horford's got 10 points in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 17. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Knight's checked in for Jordan Clarkson.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Kevin Love. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 15th in free throw percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. And it's blocked by Brown. Here's Irving. Here's Horford. And Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Celtics leading by 17. Here's Brown. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Left side, Tatum. Love grabs the board, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Knight kicks to Sexton, shoots from 8, and that one's good. Osman.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Irving. 10 points for him. Passes it to Morris. To the middle. Here's Horford. And the rejection by Love. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 1st foul. A different look now for Cleveland. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Love. And Ante Zizic is subbed in for Jetty Osman. Sexton the pass to Thompson. Over to the left wing. Sexton kicks to Knight. Now the pass to Zizic. Pass to Chris. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Chris has got his 1st points of the game.
Well, you love the aggressiveness. Chris not drifting around on the outside. He's getting it done in the painted area.
Irving finds Horford. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
And this last offseason, one that every Cleveland fan dreaded. LeBron hitting free agency. And Doris, they were right to be worried.
And now the challenge for the Cavs organization is replacing a player of LeBron's magnitude. This is a group that still has talent, but it certainly has to think about rebuilding. It was an incredible 2nd stint for LeBron in Cleveland, but the Cavs will surely be a whole new team without him.
Here's Irving. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. And that's a foul called on Ante Zizic. That's his 1st foul. And Cleveland making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Left side, Irving. Basket counts. Irving's got 12.
The level of talent Kyrie Irving has is extraordinary, and his finishing ability, creativity, English at the rim, unreal.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 10, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. Clarkson taking his time here. And he uses the glass on the layup. 11 points in the game.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
Here's Irving. He's got 12. Now here's Hayward. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Sexton grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Clarkson passes to Chris. And he makes that one. Chris has got 4 points in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Outside Irving. To the right side. Horford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now Sexton. He's got 10. And stolen by Irving. Smart kicks to Horford. Over Thompson. Horford, no luck. It's stolen by Morris. And here is Irving. To the paint and stolen by Chris. Clarkson with the ball. Lets the 3 fly. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 3-pointer. Hayward. It's good from long range. Hayward's got 8.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Down low. And Chris throws it down.
Well, first of all, that's a great pass. But how about Chris with the vertical assault on the rim?
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. Horford kicks to Irving. In the corner, it's Hayward. Shot clock at 5. Horford, no luck.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Sexton with it. Covered by Irving. Here's Sexton. He's got 10. Lets it go from deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Now here's Smart. He's got 10. The Cavaliers pull it in. Zizic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
How about the effort from Gordon Hayward? He takes pride, I think, in scoring over the defense.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Rozier in for Marcus Morris. John Henson's checked in for Cleveland. Nance comes in for Zizic. Here's Sexton. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. High post, Henson. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson against Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
And he makes the first.
Boy, what a storybook season for the Boston Celtics as they enter the championship conversation. The Celtics taking the Cavs to 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals before ending in heartbreak. And to do it with one of the youngest rosters in the league, look out below, everybody.
Good on both. And when we're talking about the Celtics young roster doors, we're talking 19, 20-year-olds playing major minutes.
Well, think about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and the accelerated growth from a season ago because of the important roles they had to play. Same thing with Terry Rozier. The remarkable piece was their ability to keep improving as the year wore on. One of the more amazing things we've seen.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Smart on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Chris. No good that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Irving finds Hayward. From down in the low post, it goes. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, we know this. Kyrie Irving on any given night can give you 40 on the offensive end. What a special talent.
Chris pass to Clarkson. Here's Henson. And Boston with the rebound. 56 seconds left to play here in the third. At the top of the key, Baines. Here's Rozier. That one falls.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Cleveland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Sexton dishes to Clarkson. Off target with his 3. Here's Boston now. They're on a 14-5 run. First one falls for him.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Sexton. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hayward goes in. He dishes it to Smart. Irving kicks to Smart. And easy 2 points on the layup. Smart's got 12 points in the game.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
No, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Ogilvy, Aaron Baines out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Tice in at the 4. That's the Boston 5. It's deflected. Here's Dellavedova and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers went to their 4th straight finals last season. To me, nothing short of remarkable. They had to fight their way through an improving Eastern Conference. And the reality is the Warriors have more talent than everybody else, and that's why they win the NBA Finals.
Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Dellavedova's got 4 points now in the quarter. Boston leading by 22. Here's Wanamaker. And there's the feed to Baines. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Cavaliers were strong, Doris, but ultimately were overmatched by the Warriors.
And think about their journey to the finals, Kevin. In the East, they had 2 series go to 7 games. LeBron James, think about how many years he has played basketball so deep into June. He had played 82 games in the regular season for the first time in his career. And the bottom line was the Warriors entered the season as the prohibitive favorites and ultimately end up champions.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Kevin Love's checked in for Fry. Osman comes in for Nick Stauskas. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Sexton in for Knight. And so it's Cleveland with it. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Back to Clarkson. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Hayward. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
You know, I think the beauty of Gordon Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics is that, 1, he was reunited with his old college coach. And 2, he was familiar with the system and knew his skill set was a perfect match.
And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in.
One shot behind the lanes.
Well, Doris, with Hayward's ability to shoot and pass from the wing, his fit with the Celtics just made sense.
You know, it probably was not easy for Gordon Hayward to leave Utah, the organization that drafted him and put faith in him. But to me, the Boston situation was too good to pass on.
And that one's good. Osman.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
Now Rozier. Hayward outside. Feeds to Tatum. And it's blocked. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Knight kicks to Love. Knight passes to...
Unbelievable. So explosive, so creative in the air. Nicely done, Larry Nance Jr.
Rozier with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. Three-pointer, Hayward. Boston, no good that time either. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Hayward can't hit.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Here's Rozier. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Inside, Tatum. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Here's Tatum. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
This guy is skilled at getting the shot he wants inside. Jason Tatum with the size and touch to be efficient.
Sexton kicks to Nance, and Nance slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Celtics leading by 23. And here is Rozier. Well, the league is always looking for ways to adjust the rules, make them better. There's a committee that studies this every single year, and you know, with that in mind, Doris, any rules you think they should alter or tweak?
Yeah, there's absolutely one, Kevin, and I think this goes to the point where perhaps we can have some more uniformity in the FIBA-ruled games that are played and the NBA. And there's one thing that's occurred in international play where players are becoming more athletic, and the opportunity for electric stuff to happen in transition is critical. To me, we have got to stop the intentional fouls, which are prohibiting fast breaks and all the potential for the explosive, exciting athleticism to be on display. So that, to me, is something we've got to address.
I'm with you. And yes, it's good.
Well, you know that Jason Tatum can score from any area on the floor. It's got to be a scary sight when this guy starts to get rolling.
Now, here's Sexton. Love the pass to Osman. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Marcus Morris is checked in for Williams. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Nance. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Knight. Celtics leading by 23. Rozier kicks to Morris. Tatum on the wing. Rebound, Love. Cavaliers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Now, here's Sexton. He's tightly guarded, but they recover it. The 3, that's in there. Love with the assist. And that's 13 points for Colin Sexton.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Right side, Tatum. Sexton with it. Here's Clarkson. And it's sent back by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
Brown, the pass to Tatum. Got it. Good job in the low post. Tatum's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Now, here's Clarkson. Sexton kicks to Clarkson. And another 3 for Cleveland.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Celtics leading by 19. Rozier the pass to Morris. Back to Rozier. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up. Morris, no good. Rozier with the steal. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Here's Osman. Thompson outside. Love kicks to Osman. Now here's Sexton. Rozier defending. Just 4 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. Here's Brown. Hayward outside. In the corner, Irving with it. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Irving's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His 2nd triple tonight.
Here's Osman. Indoors last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. And it looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Okay. I've recorded that comment. And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
And that one misses.
How about the leap forward, guys, that Jaylen Brown took as a second-year player in the NBA? He improves across the board and becomes a mainstay of their rotation. And there's so much to like about his future, guys.
Now, here's Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. And Brown over to help. And stolen by Horford. Hayward outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Doors with Brown, you knew he had the athleticism. And now we're seeing the skill.
Right, because Jaylen Brown has great work ethic and is putting in the time to develop every facet of his game. This guy strikes you as a young man who's got a very bright future on and off the floor.
Here's Irving. Can't hit from in close. Cleveland's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And another miss by Cleveland.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot, and so far, he cannot.
Hayward finds Irving. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, you know, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Morris, and Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
Here's Stauskas. Pass to Zizic. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Hayward's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Kyrie Irving.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Austin with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Here's Tice. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Oh, there's no doubt. This crowd is into it, and it's because of how well their guys have played tonight.
Now here is Dellavedova. Knight looking for an opening. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Smart. Kicks it to Irving. Passes it to Hayward. Back to Irving. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, very nice win for you guys tonight.
You know, just proud of the way we fought. I thought we shared the basketball pretty well tonight. Played pretty solid defense as well. We got the win. So
great effort tonight, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.